All right, so weekend box numbers are in. International box office numbers for last week are in. And again, Mufasa the Lion King has won another week. This will make going on. This is his third full week internationally, and is third. Wait, no, yeah, third full week internationally box office numbers, and third full week domestic box office numbers. So for anybody who keeps saying Sonic one, it's false. Because again, if you look at this number, just say week in, understand that the week in is just for 2 to 3 days, depending on when you want to start. The week number is see, you go here, 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 and then you keep going back. That's the week number. So when Disney has said that Mufasa has been the number one movie in the United States and around the world every week. That's 100% true. Now, we have this. You see how Dan of Thieves is beating Mufasa the Lion King on a weekend numbers? That's again, Dan of Thieves literally just came out. Look, literally, it just came out Friday. So, on the weekend, this is the first weekend. It just came out this weekend, and this is how much it did. First weekend, not even out. There's no international numbers or anything yet. Yeah, again, it's just domestic numbers. No international numbers has been added. So 15 for domestic. Is it going to beat Mufasa? I don't even think it's even running. Really, I think it will do better. It will gain lead, but during the weekend, it might spike. It might even take over Sonic. But when you add in the week numbers, I don't see this happening because look how much it made over these 3 days. First day came out, second day came out, made about the same. Third day it dropped. Right? Let's look at Mufasa. First same day made two, then went to six, then four. Even on its last day, it made more. It made more Friday. Did it make more Sunday? Did it make more or Saturday or Sunday? So, like you can see here, Mufasa beat it, Sonic beat it. Mufasa beat it, Sonic did not beat it. Mufasa, here's the day that it beat Mufasa, and Mufasa still beat Sonic. And if you do the math between all three of the movies, you see Mufasa is nearly 2 million more every weekend than Sonic, and nearly 2 million more every weekend than Sonic. Throughout the week, you do the math again. Mufasa is about another 2 million more during the week than Sonic. That means Mufasa is making 4 million more than Sonic every week domestically. Now, if you want to see the actual number, look, Mufasa already. Mufasa is like it's going to make six. Going to hit about 600 million this weekend, and it's basically blowing Sonic out of the water. It's not even close. The numbers do not lie. Now, domestically, Sonic has a slight lead. But again, when you look at the numbers, this is domestic. Sonic made 3 million here, 5 million here. That's, that's 9 million, and another 2 million here. That's 11. Well, Foster made 4 million here, already beat it. Made 6 million here, already beat it, and made 2 million here. Again, still beat it on Friday. That's that is already. Wait, when did they count on this? Hits. Let's see. That's 10, 12. That's 12 right here. So it's saying 14 here. Is this not fully updated yet? I get the feeling this is not fully the total. They posting a total here or an estimate here, but they're not here. Let's look inside. This is just it's 12. I don't think this number is total yet. One of these numbers is not fully total yet because they're posting 14 here. But see, 5, 11, 12, 13, almost 14. Roughly. Oh, okay, okay, okay. It's yeah. It's, pick one from here, one from here. That's out two here. That's gonna make this three. But the rest of this is gonna be these two. Five. Picking this off gonna be another one. So that's four. Four. Yeah, that's 14. Okay. Make sure I double checked it. So yeah, Sonic's still losing. So this is right. This is correct. Now, for the other person who was like, well, Mufasa, blah blah blah, Mufasa, Sonic is. If you go to the numbers, this is what they said. Well, again, look at the numbers. Even on here, 14 to 11, roughly 2 million, 2 to 3 million more if you want to round it. 3 million more if you want to round. It's roughly almost 3 million more between the two. Now let's look at the final numbers. For it's about the same, but look from the start. Second, 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 first, 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 first. Then here, it's drop the second behind then of these. Then it's back up to first, and it's back up to first again. Let's look at Sonic. Sonic number. International. I'm going to go back to Mufasa and show international number. Mufasa is about the same here. I have to do math on Mufasa again because I think it went higher. Man, I thought it was going to happen, but I have to look at the Mufasa number previous international number because I, from what I remember, Mufasa was closer. I mean, I already know this number. This is what it made. It made four 4 million, four 42 million internationally this last week. Basically, last week international number just came out this weekend, and it made 42 million. Now they make 41 million. So also, this is still green. It haven't been calculated even calculated correctly. So this could even spike up. But again, look at it. It came in second place behind Dinner Thieves on the Friday. Then every day since then it was number one. Sonic. Sonic dropped down to third place and then jumped to second. And still behind Mufasa. So Dinner Thieves Let's look how what it came in. First, it was first, second, and then it went down to third. So it had one day, then just went down. What I'm expecting is this is gonna go down to like fifth or sixth in a few days. It won't be that high after this because you have Nosferatu still doing fairly good, and you have Moana right after that, which every weekend is kind of doing. It's still look every it's this yeah this weekend number it's still making 6 million in the box office every weekend, and this is not international. We can go to Moana. I will say Moana is about to hit 1 billion this. Come on, don't do this to me now. Moana is about to hit 1 billion this week. Not weekend, but this week. That's what I'm looking at. Like I'm looking at Moana numbers. Look, it's gonna hit 1 billion this week international when the international number rolled in. Because I don't think the Moana international number have been updated. It could have been, but I don't think it was yet. So if it's been updated by this weekend, it's gonna hit it. If it haven't, it's already hit it. And yeah, it's already $1 billion movie. So people are attacking Moana 2 and say, "Oh no, it's a blah blah blah." It's $1 billion movie. It made 1 billion in the box office. Then if these international numbers are already in it, it's not doing that great. But again, new movie, it can increase over time. Is it going to be Mufasa? No. So Mufasa is again number one for the week, not the weekend. Don't just use the weekend number. I have to talk to. I can't believe I have to talk to Sonic fans as if there was like four brats and don't understand. Not all Sonic fans, just the ones that are like, "Oh, Sonic's number one. Sonic's big." Just look at the box office number. It's not even close. Like, look, Mufasa. This is Mufasa. Mufasa has been number two and number one since release. Like, since release, it has been number two and number one domestically. It has yet to drop down to number three yet. I thought it was going to drop down to number three over the week, last week, but it held steady. It was at number one, and it jumped right back to number one. Now, over the week, it's going to stay number one, and I don't think none of these can overtake it. But you never know. It's a new movie. You never know what's going to happen. Is Sonic going to overtake it? No, no, because as I shown you, look at what's happening with Sonic. It started out strong because first week, then it just dropped. Then like so as this dropped here to number three, Mufasa took that week because Mufasa was still number one and number two during that week. Then it came to number two, and the same day, this Mufasa was number one. Mufasa was number one on the 25th. Sonic was number three. So Mufasa, so it's on the 25th. Because of this, Mufasa took the lead and won that week. And then Sonic came here, and then here. These 2 days right here, and this day, Mufasa was number one here and here. And because of those days, for this week, again, the week, Mufasa was number one. Not just not just these 3 days, but this all of this whole week, Mufasa was number one. And then here on out, these these 7 days, these 7 days here, Mufasa was number one all of these days. You can see here. Like look, number two, and because of these 2 days, it had number one here. It came number one for that week. And then here, for all these days, look how many ones it has. It was second and first place. It held steady. And now look, for this whole week, it was number one. And now for the weekend, it dropped to two because the first day of dinner these and it's just been number one. So start of the week, start of this week, started from this weekend. Sonic is, I want to say, in second place. I want to say in second place so far, but it dropped. It had third and third in 2 days. Then it's in second. But if you go to dinner D's, like you look at dinner D's, it was first, second, third. Also, the end it means it's not fully calculated yet. This is not properly calculated. It was first, second, third. So you do this, and that's basically eval to be second. But if you do this, that's eval to be 1 point, 2 point. Yeah, Sonic is in third. I'll be uh, Sonic's in third because you average this out basically 3 3. That's 6 7 8 divided by 3. See, Sonic is just 2 point. What is it? 2.75 or, or 2.7. Anyway, it's lower. It's overall lower when you look at the placement. Because if you use then of these, it's basically 1 2 3. This is six. Six by divided by 3 is 2. So then of these came in second place. Sonic 3 came in third place. But if we look at Mufasa, do the same thing for Mufasa. One, that's two, two. So that's four plus 1.25, something like that. So it's in first. Yeah. This is like 1 point. It's 1 2 3 4. Oh, 4 divided by 3. It's it's like 1.33 or whatever. But again, it's based on math. It's still elite. So Mufasa is still number one even on the weekend. If you add up all the prior week, Mufasa is still number one. So again, no matter how much you want Sonic to have won, look at the rankings. Sonic had strong start. I'm giving it that. It had a strong start, but then it just fell off, and it had a chance to come back, but because of this and this and this, that week went to Mufasa. Had a strong weekend start, but then fell off. But before the weekend, the last 2 days of the week, it fell off, and Mufasa took it from here. And then it happened again because of here, and here. Mufasa was in the lead, so it took number one here. And then from here on out, from from here on out, uh, Mufasa was number one for all these days. Then over the weekend, this day it was Mufasa number two, but Sonic was number three, and Sonic was two here. Mufasa number one here. Even still, Mufasa was still on the lead. Now let's do the math here. I did some of the math here. I used these two numbers here, here, and this is the difference of both of the movies right now. Let me see if I can get in dark mode here. So, previous Friday, Friday when I Friday and Saturday when I did the math, Mufasa was uh this is the Mufasa lead. Mufasa was in the lead by Friday. oh, Friday, I want to say it was roughly. It was like one 155 million or something like that. And last week it was 100 around 100. It was about 140 million. And if you can, as you can see, it was 155 million. Now it's 157 million. So Mufasa gained another 2 million on Sonic. So Mufasa keep growing his lead domestically and internationally. Let's double check. Let's look here. See, that's the correct number. Same number. Let's look at Mufasa here. Hmm, can't see any difference between the numbers. So Mufasa has grown in plea. No matter what I do, Mufasa is growing. Now, if you want to look at domestic, okay, let's look at domestic. When Sonic came out domestically, Sonic had a lead on Mufasa by roughly 25. Now let's look at the lead now domestically. 15. Last week it was 17. Last week, not last weekend, last week. Over the last Monday, it was 17. Over last week, it dropped down to 16. And now it's 15. Here's the thing. Mufasa keep being number one and Sonic slowly, like I show you, Sonic is slowly going down to number three. If this keep up by the middle of this week or by near the end of this week, Sonic will be number four. And that's when Mufasa is going to take off. Because again, let's look at Mufasa. It's still number one and two. I don't think any movie has is going to be released this month that's going to beat Mufasa at the box office. Let me look at here. January, it's limited, so no. Follow with it, limited, no. So these are limited release. I don't think they're gonna do that well. Oh, Moana 2 is now number 4 domestic. Moana 2 is now number 3 internationally. Despicable Me is number 2. Doom. There's another movie that people hate on and came out to be another one. Now, where is the worldwide number for all of the movie? Wicked. Oh, I forgot to look at Wicked. Let me look at Wicked right quick. Oh no, wrong one. No, no, I was on the right one. Let's see. Still making a million. Still making a million. Still hitting 2 million over the weekend. So it's doing strong. It starts drop off during the week. But people's hate on this and look how well they did open. But it was out. It came out. It's the same day as Moana. Domestically. 7 week. It came out on the 22nd. I think Moana came out, I believe, the same day. No, it came out a week later. Okay, so it came out a week later, and Moana is still beat in. It's almost a million hit. Now, two movies that people was hate on, same people was hating on Wicked, and it's almost make it's gonna hit, man. It's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit 700 million. That's not when today's number come in. Tomorrow's numbers. Oh, if today when today's number come in, it's not today from these numbers coming from in today. It's gonna hit it tomorrow when the number from today is gonna come in. Now, let me try this. Today's numbers is being calculated. They're gonna come out tomorrow. When tomorrow's number get calculated, the next day and come in, it's gonna be 700 million. It's gonna be today or tomorrow. Now I don't know about international if there's these number has came in yet. This could the international number could come in and put a weight over this. But again, I'm gonna go back to Sonic. Right here. Let's look at where the world box office data is. So Mufasa is still at number 9. Sonic finally hit 15. So I thought it was going to hit 15, but there was a jump in the international number and it hit 15. So that's good. It hit 15. Is it going to hit 14? Possibly. Is it going to hit 13? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not sure even if it's going to hit 14, honestly. But look, let's look at Rise of the Kingdom of the Planet Apes. I don't know. Oh no, this total? Total. I thought that was oh no, yeah, it's worldwide. So this is worldwide. Let's see. Will it be Bad Boy Ride or Die? I maybe it couldn't come close. Would it be Beetlejuice? I don't think it will, but it could. It could jump to 30. Is it gonna jump past Gladiator 2? I don't know. The way it's slowing down, I don't think it's gonna jump over Gladiator 2. And the fact that next week they are planning on making it go screaming, I don't think it's gonna be out for much longer. It's gonna probably be taken out the theaters this week. So by this weekend, by next Monday, it's probably taking a start. You probably see a huge drop in theaters for Sonic 3. Will it? Will it be Bad Boy Ride? I don't think it will. It could with the international number, but it's going to be up here. It's going to be in the top 10. I, it's hard to say. I think Venom is the last that's going to because look, you can see it's almost a million more, and Sonic, it's not really hitting a million or 100 million every week anymore. It started out strong, but that was it. So now, as far as Mufasa, it's Mufasa is going to jump over Kung Fu Panda. That's an obvious given. That's a given because it's right there, and with today's number that we will be added in, it's going to obviously jump over Kung Fu Panda by tomorrow. Where would this end up? I want to say Wicked is going to jump and be outdone. This what it won't get close to Despicable Me 4, but it will be in fifth place. Moana is gonna stay here because this is a big gap to make up. This is a big gap to make up. But Moana is gonna stay here. It's gonna end up in third. Wicked is gonna jump up and end up at uh fifth. And where Mufasa Lion King end up is gonna probably end up the way the numbers are going with it internationally. I'm saying it's gonna end up at 7. That's where I'm saying it's gonna end up at 7, and it's gonna it's gonna end up at 7. Will it be end up at fifth? High possibility. It's a high bar. It's a high possibility, but it could. Because again, internationally, Mufasa is making, was it last this week? It made 42. So total, if we look at the total with this week and this weekend, because again, remember, for every one, for every $1 Mufasa make domestically, it make $2 internationally. But in this case, so you add this up, this 14, you add that up, so it made 14 here. And you add up into here. So I'm gonna do that here to show you. So this is how I do it, and I basically just add up the numbers. That's all you have to do. This is all I do. And I click already 4, and I'm showing you how I do it, and I do this for both of these just to make sure there's no deviation. I'm not doing it for the second one right now, but I basically whatever number I see, I use that and I go from there. Or it's already at 7. Ten, and I just started adding the weekend numbers. So those will be 16, almost 17. Yeah, like I said. And then last one. So this should be roughly 20, almost 21. Oh, over 21. 21 and a half. Okay. And look at that. And how much Mufasa made internationally last week? And it was just calculated. It made 42. So over the, and also international numbers is not from Sunday. International number was added in on Sunday, but the calculators were from a day or two before. So it was Friday when the international number started being calculated in. So previous week, with few days different, you can see it added 4. It added 4. It added 42 million and added 21 domestic. That's 63 million. Sonic, on the other hand, is roughly 1-to-1, as you can see. Actually, it's lower than 1-to-1. So Sonic added, and I'm gonna do this. I'm about to do the same thing for Sonic just to be fair. So do the same thing for Sonic. You can see 21. I hope this worked correctly because sometimes if you don't press enter, I'm gonna try to keep this on the same page. Sometimes you don't press enter, um it will not calculate it correctly in here, so you can see it. Excuse me. I have to look at the numbers again, but from what I can tell, Sonic made 31 internationally, roughly. I have to look at the old numbers and compare it to the new numbers. It could be less, but it's roughly that's what I roughly got. I have to do the calculators again. Sonic makes 17 here. 17 plus 31. Sonic was is down compared to Mufasa. And I do this. How much Sonic made? This is how much Mufasa made domestically. See the difference? Mufasa has made 4.3 million more domestically than Sonic. This is just domestic, right? And I did a match. You've seen it here. I did Monday to Monday to Sunday here, and I also did Monday to Sunday here. And this is what Mufasa has made more than Sonic domestically. So that's why. That's right there. Why I say Sonic League is slowly diminishing. So by the end of this week, the league is going to be diminished even more. By next week, Mufasa should be either taking the lead or very close to taking the lead. Because again, if you look at it, look at Sonic box office. See how much it if it drops off during the week. Mufasa also drop off the week, but like here, like look at Monday, Sonic drop off even more. Then during the Tuesday, Mufasa has a bigger uptick than Sonic by comparison. Then Wednesday, Mufasa no Sonic still drop off even more. Thursday, again, you see the difference. Mufasa have a less of a downtick, more of an uptick than Sonic every day. So can Sonic keep the lead? No, no, it's not gonna happen. It's either this week or the end of next week. The end of this week or the end of next week, Mufasa is going to take the lead domestically. If people are trying to say, "Oh, you just glazing Mufasa, you doing all of this for Mufasa," I'm literally just showing you the numbers and showing you how to calculate and how I calculate them and what I do. I'm not I'm not saying my stance in this one way or another. Oops, almost messed up. Got that away because I want to put mine. If you can do it, you can do it either way. But I want to put mine first. 15. So 15, roughly 4, 4, 3. That'll be 8. And with the way Sonic is dropping down more, if Sonic hold on next week, then the week after that, the late okay, it's either the soonest is next week. Mufasa gonna take the lead. The latest in 2 weeks, Mufasa is still gonna take the lead because again, domestically, again, look at the number. It's 15. Mufasa, as I showed you earlier, this is what Mufasa making domestically every week. This is the difference that Mufasa been making every week. It's roughly the same. Mufasa can have a big jump, or Mufasa can't. Now, three. This should be roughly 13. It's the 3 weeks from now, and then if Sonic get pulled after that, Mufasa is definitely going to take the lead after that because then Sonic is not even in theaters. So now this is a rough estimate because again, Sonic has dropped down. Again, Sonic dropped down more than Mufasa. Mufasa had higher highs when it goes up. Sonic have um, lower drops when it go down. So no matter what you say, I'm just showing you the numbers. I'm not saying either way. Now, if I want to talk about either way, I grew up with both of these movies. I grew up with The Lion King. I grew up with uh, Sonic. I have played and beaten almost all Sonic games to Sonic. Sonic. I think the last Sonic I played was the ones before 2015. So I haven't played much of the new ones, but I want to. But and on top of that, I never finished watching The Lion King 2019. I have watched all three Sonic or first two Sonic movies already. I watched both of them. I haven't watched The Lion King 2019 fully. I also watched the Knuckles series fully. So you would think I would be on you could think I would be more on the side of Sonic and one side of the win. I don't care who wins. I just care what the data show. That's all my position is on this. That's all my positions keep being. What does the data show? If you saying Sonic win, and even though the numbers are not showing that, it doesn't matter what I say. If Sonic get pulled from theaters, because again, I shown you before, um, Sonic one got pulled from theaters like 2.5, 4.5 weeks. Sonic 2 lasts a little longer, but it still pulls before Lion King 2019 was pulled. So this could be on there longer, but the way it's dropping down during the week, this week you can see this week by Wednesday. This can be 6 digit for this Wednesday. It can be 6 digit here for this one. And Mufasa for this Wednesday it still be in 7 digits. That's why I'm saying this week is high end. By the end of this week, Mufasa will take the lead domestically. That's the high end. Average overall, Mufasa is going to take the lead next week. Low end, long run, Mufasa is going to take the lead 3 weeks from now because Mufasa is going to be out in theaters for at least another. I want to say another 4 to 5 weeks because Lion King 2019, Lion King 2019 was in theaters. Also came out twice. Look how long it was in theaters overall. But it came out twice and had another release and still plays. Right? Original. Trying to pull that up again to just next. This is how long it was out domestic. This is the average per theater and stuff. Look how long it was out overall. Here. Average for theater, it was out in more theaters for much longer than Sonic 1 and 2. So if they pull Sonic by the end of this month, or next month, no matter when they pull it, there's a good chance the Lion King is still gonna have at least another 2 to 3 months. One month at the soonest, 2 to 3 months overall, and by then this number is gonna be much higher. It can easily make another 200 million. So that's why I keep saying, just because you want Sonic to win, there's so many cases where Sonic is not gonna win. Okay, this is just the data. This is just the number. Like it or not, Sonic is not gonna beat Mufasa domestic, worldwide or internationally. And if it get pulled too soon domestically, Mufasa going to take the lead domestic. And even if it doesn't get pulled in 3 weeks, Mufasa is going to take the lead domestically. That's what people not getting, because you just because you want it doesn't mean it's going to happen. So, like, Disney is don't mind keep their movies out in theaters longer. But when that domestic number flip over, was it just updated? Because I don't remember seeing this number like this. Did it just get updated? Did it just get updated? No. Did it? Okay. Sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, did it just get updated? But it did. So again, the Sonic has 2 weeks average before Mufasa take the lead. 3 weeks high, 1 week low. So 2 weeks in average. By the end of this week, by the end of the month, Mufasa, if the numbers keep going, Mufasa going to take the lead by the end of this month or the beginning of February. That's just the numbers. Okay. Anyway, that's it. Later.